Here are some amazing facts. Jellyfish are not fish at all. They are invertebrates from the phylum Cnidaria. It has been generally accepted that jellyfish have been around from 500 to 700 million years, making them roughly 3 times older than the dinosaurs. Octopuses, or maybe it's octopi, have 3 hearts. How romantic. Google rents goats from a company called California Grazing to help cut down on the amount of weeds and brush at Google HQ. Bison are the largest land mammals in North America. They can weigh up to 900 kilograms, 2,000 pounds. And by the way, they're awesome in person. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is a storm that has been raging for over 350 years. This storm's diameter is 1.3 times the size of the Earth, and you could easily fit 3 Earths inside the storm. And while we're on the topic of Jupiter, it has 95 known moons, with the first 4 being discovered by Galileo in 1610. Play-doh was sold as a product that would remove soot from wallpaper. They would later realize the non-toxic material could be used as a modeling compound for children. Nokia, best known for its mobile phones, started off as a paper mill in 1865. LOL, BRB, and FAQ are amongst the earliest internet acronyms and were already in use by the early 1980s. Canada has the longest coastline in the world, stretching over 202,000 kilometers, or 125,500 miles. There are more fake flamingos in the world than there are real ones. A typical ear of corn has an even number of rows, usually 16. The longest time between 2 twins being born is 87 days. Their poor mother. The Kingdom of Denmark is the oldest continuing monarchy in the world. It has existed for over 1,000 years. Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. The Aztec Empire was founded in 1325. Oxford was founded in 1096. In 2007, the first Apple iPhone was released. The App Store wasn't released until a year later. The very first UFO landing pad was built in St. Paul, Alberta, that's Canada by the way, on June 3, 1967. There haven't been any landings yet, which is good because it would be a long commute to take them to our leaders, 3,200 kilometers or so. Camels are the only land mammals capable of drinking salt water without any ill effects. They also have sealable nostrils to stop the sand from getting up their nose. The first Sony product was a rice cooker, which came out in the late 1940s. When a male penguin falls in love, he searches the entire beach to find the perfect pebble to propose to his mate. Peanuts are not nuts. They actually belong to the legume family and are closely related to beans and lentils. Sweden has a hotel entirely made of ice. The Ice Hotel is rebuilt every year and has to be seen to be believed. The longest English word that you can type using only the top row of letters on a QWERTY keyboard is Typerwriter. Did you know that it takes 7 to 21 days to make a single jelly bean? Good thing they make them in batches. The Louvre Museum in Paris was originally built as a fortress in 1190. It became a museum in 1793. Did you know that cheese is the food that is stolen most often? About 4% of all cheese made globally gets swiped. Vikings were the first Europeans to visit the Americas and even established a small settlement on the northern tip of Newfoundland between 900 and 1050 CE. As an alligator's teeth are worn down, they are replaced. An alligator can go through 3,000 teeth in a lifetime. The Great Sphinx was originally painted red, blue, and yellow. The face was probably a russet red, and the headdress was very likely a canary yellow. You can still see the residual red paint on one of the Sphinx's ears. Bats are the only flying mammals. They are also great for helping with plant life. They help pollinate bananas, avocados, and mango plants, keep down bug and pest populations, and help spread seeds. Ankor Wat is one of the largest religious monuments on the planet. It took over 300,000 workers, more than 30 years, and 5 million tons of sandstone to create. The Great Lakes, Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and Ontario, which run along a portion of the border between Canada and the United States, contain more than 20% of the Earth's fresh water. Scientists estimate that squirrels use 25% of their buried food. They typically remember where it is, but another critter has found their stash. Also, I didn't know there was such a thing as a squirrel scientist. Things we learn. The cornea is one of two parts in your body that is not directly served by blood vessels. Bonus fact, the cartilage throughout your body is the other part. A day on Venus is longer than a year. It takes Venus 243 Earth days to do one full rotation and 225 Earth days to orbit around the Sun. A blue whale calf can gain 200 pounds per day in its first couple of days alive. Butterflies' taste sensors are located on their legs, and they taste their food by standing on it. In 1947, the temperature in Snag, Yukon, Canada, dropped to 63 degrees Celsius, minus 81.4 Fahrenheit, making it one of the coldest temperatures ever recorded in North America. Bubble wrap was invented in 1957 and was originally intended to be textured wallpaper. The smell of rain is caused by the release of spores from the bacterium Streptomyces. Many species of goats have rectangular irises, which allow them to easily see danger approaching in their peripheral vision. The wettest place on the Earth is Mawsynram, India, which receives roughly 11,871 millimeters, that's 467 inches, of rain annually. The Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest place in the world. The desert gets as low as 1 to 3 millimeters, 0.04 to 0.12 inches, of rain per year, due to the Chilean mountain range causing a rain shadow effect. The largest dinosaur that we presently know of is the Titanosaurus, which lived 66 to 145 million years ago. The Titanosaurus weighed in at nearly 100 tons. The temperature in the Sun's core is about 15 million degrees Celsius, or 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. The Sun's energy is generated through nuclear fusion, which releases a tremendous amount of energy that makes the Sun shine. Remind me if I'm going there to pack my sunscreen. Snakes swallow their food whole. That's because they can't chew. Their jaws separate at the chin to allow them to consume prey much larger than their head. The former planet Pluto has not completed one full orbit since it was discovered on February 18, 1930. It will complete its first lap around the Sun since its discovery on March 23, 2178. Canada holds the record for the most donut shops per capita. Canadians love their donuts, with Tim Hortons being the national favorite.